discussion on global financial gaps for food security and nutrition, and food waste, affordable healthy food in tackling global hunger. I am the moderator, and today we will joined by panelists from our team. So my name is YUTING. My metric number is A208372. 白胜宇 A207213, 郑亚琪 A206959, 傅广初 A206516, 常善欣 A208226. So, in terms of the global financial gaps for food security and nutrition, and the targeted use of innovative financial instruments, I have some questions about the Zheng Yaqi about this kind of topic. So the first question is about what do you think is the biggest challenge in closing the financial gap for food security?
The biggest challenge is lack of the coordination and the political lens. While the global community recognizes the importance of food security, financing is often across sectors and regions. Moreover, food and nutrition are sometimes overshadowed by other pressing issues like energy and defense. Without strong political and integrated financing stages, the gap will persist.
Yeah, indeed. So, next question is which innovative financial instrument do you believe is most effective? And could you tell me the reasons why?
Okay. Uh, I believe the blunt finance is the most effective. It leverage public or capital to reduce the risk of private investors, making food security projects more active. This approach mobilizes much longer funding volumes and enable investment in high-risk but some areas like smallholder farming and review nutrition programs.
Yeah, so how can we ensure that funds raised through this kind of like innovative tools actually reach those in need?
To ensure funds reach those in need, we need transparent the governments, local partnerships, and strong systems. Engaging community-based organization and using digital technologies like the mobile money or blockchain can help us take the fund flows, reduce leakage, and build the accountability.
Mm. So, what role should governments play in promoting innovative finance?
The governments play a key role by creating environments and co-investing in programs. They can also link in national food security goals with financial innovation stages, ensuring the public and the private sector efforts are focused on the conflicting.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. So, do you think private investors are willing to fund those kind of food security projects? And could you tell me what are the incentives?
Yes, but they need clear incentive. This include the sustainable returns through social impact funds, sustainability goals as the environment, social governments investing gains traction, tax benefits or subsidies in some regions with the right structure. Food security projects can be both effective and financially viable.
Hmm. So, thanks to our team members Zheng Yaqi's description, that could tell us the importance of the food security projects. So let's go to the next member. Hello, SHENGWEI. So I learned that your topic is food waste and its role in global hunger. So I have some questions about it. Could you tell me, surround about this kind of topic, food waste and its role in global hunger? The first question is why is food waste considered a global issue, and how does it relate to hunger?
Food waste is a global issue because it occurs at every stage of the food supply chain, from production and processing to retail and consumption. According to the FAO, about one-third of all food produced globally is wasted. This waste limits the overall availability of food. While millions go hungry, perfectly eatable food is discarded in wealthier regions. This imbalance worsens global hunger by misallocating resources and ignoring food redistribution possibilities.
Mm. So, which sectors contributed the most to food waste, and what can be done to reduce it?
The largest contributors to food waste are agriculture, retail, and households. In agriculture, food is lost due to improper harvesting and storage. Retailers discard items based on appearance or expiration dates. At the household level, consumers often buy more than they need. Solutions include improving supply chain efficiency, enforcing ugly food acceptance, promoting food donation, and educating consumers about portion planning and proper storage.
Yeah, so how does food waste impact the food prices and food security?
When food is wasted, the costs of production, including land, water, labor, and energy, are also wasted. These costs still need to be covered, which can lead to higher food prices. According to a study by Gavson, the efficiencies caused by waste increase prices along the supply chain, especially affecting low-income families. Food waste undermines food security by making nutritious food less affordable and accessible to vulnerable populations.
Yeah, so are there any successful global initiatives or case studies that address this kind of problems like food waste and hunger together?
Yes, the Seafood Initiative led by FAO and Messi Dullersdorf is one global effort that works across the food value chain to reduce losses. Another example is France's 2816 legislation that bans supermarkets from throwing away unsold food, requiring them to donate it to charities. These efforts have successfully directed surplus food to those in need, showcasing how waste reduction can simultaneously fight hunger.
Yeah, so what kinds of role can individuals and students play in solving this kind of issue?
Individuals can start by being mindful of their own consumption. This includes planning meals, storing food properly, and supporting food rescue programs. Students, in particular, can raise awareness through campus campaigns, volunteer with food banks, and pressure institutions to adopt sustainable practice. By making small, consistent changes, individuals can contribute to reducing food waste and promoting food equity.
Mm. So in terms of thanks to him's answer about this kind of topic. So let's start about 副冠区. In terms of this specific topic, which related to the hunger persists global with slow progresses, solving it demands cross-section collaboration and financial support. Also, like tech aid for smaller farmers. So the first question is about what are the key ways to end hunger?
And the key ways include breeding financing groups, promising cost sector coordination and providing technology support for small farmers. Examples include use blended finance for agricultural projects, school meals with healthy charts, cost sectors, and deploying digital tools and drought resistant technologies. Okay.
So next one is that how does cross-sector collaboration help address hunger?
When finding healthy cars and social services work together, they can help hunger people better. Program school meals and healthy choice has reduced children hunger.
Yeah, that indeed makes sense. So next question is that what are the biggest problems in reducing this kind of world hunger?
We are not making progress fast enough. Hunger is still very common in some places. Also, there are two big problems at the same time. Many children don't get enough food, while many adults, and a lot of people can't buy healthy food, which shows that our food system don't work well.
Yeah, so what is the current progress in this kind of like solving the hunger problems, this kind of field?
Mm, the progress is very slow. The number of hungry people in the world remains hungry, and the hunger program in Africa begins and conflict with else.
So what kinds of benefits can technology brings to like smaller scale farmers? Could you take some examples for me?
Technology can help some farmers increase use and reduce losses created by pests and offer distributors. However, the penetration rate of technology in low-income countries is relatively low, and the promotion of suitable technology is increasingly needed.
So thanks to your description about this kind of topic. So I also have some questions which related to the affordable health food and global hunger, why affordability matters, and what causes the problems, and also what we can do about it. So let's begin with our last question for this kind of topic. So hello, Changshanxi. Could you tell us why affordable healthy food is quite crucial in the solving global hunger?
That's a great place to start. Most people think hunger means not having enough food, but it's actually more than that. It's also about the quality of food. A lot of people can only afford cheap food that's high in calories but low in nutrients. For example, instant noodles or sugary snacks. That's called hidden hunger. You feel full, but your body doesn't get enough vitamins and minerals. So making healthy food affordable is key. If people can't afford fruits, vegetables, or protein, they are stay malnourished even if they are eating something.
Mm. So next one is that what are the main reasons about why healthy food is too expensive nowadays?
There are several reasons. First is climate change. Droughts, floods, and other extreme weather make it harder to grow food. When crops fail, the supply goes down and prices go up.
Second, conflict and war stop food from being transported. For example, if a country is increases, trucks can't deliver food, or farmers can't grow crops safely. Also, sometimes food systems are unfair. Big companies control prices, and small farmers don't get enough support.
Yes.
That also affects affordability.
Yeah. Yeah, I have ever learned about this kind of knowledge point. So, do we have any detail on how many people are affected?
Yes, there are some really serious data from the FAO 2024 report. In 2023, about 733 million people were suffering from hunger. That's almost 1 in 10 people on the planet. But the number of people who are food insecure, meaning they worry about getting enough food, is even higher. 2.33 billion people were moderately or severely food insecure, and in Africa, the situation is worse. 58% of the population is affected. These numbers show that hunger is a global issue, but also that some regions suffer more.
Wow, this kind of situation is indeed really worse. In fact, so next question is why is affordability such a big barrier to ending hunger?
Even if food is available in the market, if it's too expensive, people still can't buy it. The FAO says about 3.1 billion people can't afford a healthy diet. That's almost 40% of the world. So it is not just about the food supply. It's all about access. If we don't fix the price issue, people will keep buying cheap, low quality food, and this will lead to more healthy problems like stunting, anemia, and even obesity in poor communities.
Yeah, so that makes sense. People have to buy in this kind of cheap items to like fix the price issue. Next question is that what can governments or communities do to help make the healthy food more affordable? Could you take some examples for me to like to support your answer sentence?
Okay, I think there are a few good ideas. First, support local farmers. If farmers can grow food nearby, it reduces the transport costs and makes food cheaper. Second, invest in climate smart agriculture. This helps farmers grow food even when the weather is bad.
Mm.
Third, reduce food waste. A lot of good food is thrown away. If we manage that better, prices could drop. And finally, governments can give subsidies and price support to keep healthy food affordable for low-income families.
Yeah, thanks to your description about this kind of specific topic. So once again, a big round of our applaudishes for our panelists like 拜胜伟、郑亚琪、傅广初、常善兴, and myself, Wang Yuting. So for our insightful contributions today, as we conclude this kind of second semester discussion, we have already seen that like addressing those global hunger requires like the three-pronged approach. The first one is like innovative financially to bridge financial gaps. What's more, like systematic reduction of food waste. Finally, is like policies to make healthy food affordable. So from this kind of method, we have to make our efforts to make this kind of food security become more better. So these challenges are interconnected, but so are the solutions, whether it is blended financial mobilizing, private investment, and like community lead waste reduction programs or government subsidies for like nutritious food. So above all, this kind of each strategy plays a very crucial role in our daily life, even in the world. As we move forward in the next semester, let's carry this learning into our case studies and group projects. So because the ideas we shared here today can someday like translate into real change for the like 733 million people facing our like hunger worldwide. So this is our presentation for Group 5. Thanks for listening. Thank you.